Oh, that thing is super loud. You going back to sleep, Gizmo? Am I blind? Am I blind? I'll put my banner up. I ain't been here in a minute. YouTube probably like, we ain't sending out no notifications. You don't even come here enough to get no notifications. What's wrong with this phone, child?
It's Friday.
Oh, no.
Hashtag Big Bump Cup.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Spiritual Tea Healing Beauty. Hey. This is crazy how far behind. Hey, Lady Hathor, how far behind the StreamYard is from the regular chat thing. I'm glad I always have that up too. I don't know why that fan is getting on my nerves today, but it is. I figure, hey, it's Piper. Hey, it's Piper. Hey, I figured I better come in and at least do a video because I don't want to fall so far behind in the algorithm that it starts to affect the channel. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to come in before I get started because I really do like hate repeating myself. People come in and be like, "What are you talking about? Oh, this I got my shirt dirty. How did I do that? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? How did I get my shirt dirty?" Oh, I thought you was finishing there. What do you mean? Because I already started. Oh, that's good. I did get a new deck, and I wanted to show you guys this. It is called the Healing Crystals Animal Totem Crystal Deck. Maybe if I put my glasses on, I can see. This deck contains animal totem cards for 47 different animals and includes useful traits, crystals, and affirmations. And this is from the healingcrystals.com company. And they came really fast. I think I ordered them on the 11th and they came yesterday. So that's what the box looked like. No, I don't have a P.O. box yet. I'm working on that. So the cards are a little bit smaller than let me give you an idea. They're a little bit smaller than normal tarot cards that I use. This is like a standard size card that I would normally use. And so this is like the difference. I mean, they're nice weight card stock, but they're just small. Er, which I don't really have a problem with, but I just wanted to point that out because these are about the standard. Is it upside down? Yeah. This is about the standard size of most tarot decks. Like I do see some cards that are small like this, but I think this is like the standard size.
Okay.
Okay. Call me later. You might want to bring something if you come home for lunch because I ain't remember that shit.
Okay.
Okay, me. I'm so glad I didn't put them dang on eyelashes on. My eyes already tripping. Um, how much were they? They weren't very expensive. Let's see. They were $6.50 for a deck of 55 cards, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. And so I ordered a smoky quartz. How did your baby get out here? No, 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 no. Here. I'm giving this to you. Stay in there. Stay in there. Um, that's Gizmo. I ordered a smoky quartz heart. And I should have ordered more. I only ordered one because I wanted to see like what their crystals was going to be like, and if I was going to like their crystals. Because sometimes you order crystals from places and they be janky, and you get them and you don't really like them. But this is really nice. It's a smoky quartz. I'm gonna put it up to the camera, and you can see like the little, I don't know what those are on the inside, but whatever that is on the inside is what makes it smoky instead of just like a regular clear quartz. So I purchased this and then received a clear quartz as a free gift. So a point. And these are good if you want to like put them on your chakra points. This would be a nice little small crystal to, maybe put on to charge your third eye. I mean, it's like perfect for that. I mean, crystals with points on them are really good for chakra healing or, any type of healing because it has a point on it. So you can point that or put that directly on the, area that you're working on. It's just small. I really don't work with little teeny tiny crystals that often, but it's good. And if you wire wrap, this would be a good size to, make some earrings or even a ring. I would, I could probably make a ring out of that. I do have a lot of wire wrap um, jewelry, so it's cool. The company, I like it. So we're gonna use these cards today for the spirit animal reading, so I can break them in. So we will be using those. So let's talk about um, Meg the Stallion. Let's talk about her first because we do want to do a reading. Well, let's talk about Nick Cannon first, and then we'll talk about Meg the Stallion because I do want to do like a little slight reading for her. So Nick Cannon, if you don't know, was released from Viacom. So I guess that takes him out of the show, wilding out in whatever else he was doing for Viacom. Like Viacom, they released him because of some statements that he made online that were considered anti-Semitic. I think that's how you say it, and somewhat uh, racist. Now, I looked at what I could of that podcast. Those things were said on Nick's podcast, on a podcast. I think that is his, with another young man. Him and this other guy were talking together. Some some of the things that Nick said did make sense. If you really think about it. But I really believe that it was the way that he worded it that made it come off as bigoted, and I would not say it's racist, but not it was not politically correct. When you get to a certain level, you can't just be online talking willy-nilly. You just can't. You know what I mean? You're on a totally different level than, say, someone like me, who videos, don't reach that many people. I don't have any sponsors. I'm not on, signed to a major network. And believe it or not, people who are signed to these major networks, in your contract, there is a lot of stuff that, if you ain't reading that fine print, it's a lot of stuff in these contracts. That's why a lot of celebrities keep their mouth shut. You notice Beyonce don't, and I always use Beyonce as an example. Beyonce don't say nothing to nobody. Okay? She is very rare, very rarely on social media, if at all. I really don't. I believe that someone handles Beyonce's social media. So when pictures are posted, it is pictures that she has said it's okay to post, and someone handles that kind of stuff for her. Beyonce is never on Twitter. She's never on Instagram. Of course, she ain't gonna be on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. A lot of celebrities need to take a chapter out of her book and kind of keep their mouth shut. And it's sad that we have to do that, but this is the game that you have to play if you want to play with white people. They have the rules set up a certain way, and if you don't follow those rules, then they will take their ball and go home, and you're left on the street with nobody to play with. And I believe that this is what happened with Nick Cannon. I do not believe that Nick Cannon is a racist. I don't believe that. I believe that Nick Cannon wants to come off as a person that, you know, is into black culture. What do they call it? Woke. I think he wants to come off as woke. Now, a lot of black women are upset with some statements, I guess, that Nick Cannon had said about him dating white women. Because a friend of mine had posted something on Facebook yesterday about not having any sympathy for Nick Cannon because he don't like black women anyway. So I was like, really? I must have missed that because I thought he was Mr. Pro black, out here wearing turbans everywhere he go and everything. So how are you all black like that and don't like black women? So I had to go and listen to one of his other podcasts because she left a link for me. She was like, "Here, listen to this podcast." And in this podcast, he is speaking to someone from the Nation of Islam about dating white women. One of the statements that Nick said, one of the reasons why he wants to date black women white women is because his father and grandfather and great grandfather and all of our ancestors could not date white women, couldn't look at white women. If they did, they could get in trouble, could get hurt or even killed if they wanted to be with a white woman. So to me, this is some type of fetish for him. And that's scary to me. When you get a man and he only wants to be with a woman because it is a fetish, he will do anything to that woman. He has absolutely no respect for her if he's only dating her because he's looking at her because she used to be a prize. Or it used to be, you know, seen that if a black man with money wants to really look good, then he has to put a white woman on his arm. And I really believe in some kind of weird, twisted, mangled up way, Nick Cannon still has those crazy beliefs that if he dates a white woman, it's a prize. I mean, I'm pretty sure when he married Mariah Carey, he thought he had reached the pinnacle of success. And that marriage didn't work. And it probably didn't work because Mariah found out he was crazy. Now, I don't think that Nick Cannon is any worse than any of these other people out here that, consider themselves woke and, want to be conscious. I think he just wants to be in the conscious community and he just talk too much. Some of that conscious stuff, you got to talk that stuff around your brothers and other woke women. You can't bring that stuff to mainstream America because when you too woke, you start to scare white people. White people get nervous. They don't want you to be woke. They want you to be asleep. Because when you woke, you make them nervous. And they don't want to be nervous. If you woke, I'm going to get rid of your ass. You fired. Don't come back here. We don't want nothing to do with you. You talk too much. You know you're supposed to be quiet in the first place. Y'all Negroes is supposed to be seen and not heard. We don't want to see you. We didn't even want you to learn how to read. See, we shouldn't have never taught y'all Negroes how to read anyway, because when you read, you get too big for your britches. That's why Nick Cannon got fired. Okay? And Nick is like, I don't care. Fire me. But give me Wildin' Out. Give me my show. And Nick, honey, sweetheart, Pooh Bear, they're not going to give you that show, baby. Because that show is making them money. You're not going to get that show. So I guess Nick's attorneys and people then got with him and he then released this apology to the Jewish community because whether we want to accept it or not, the Jewish people do have a lot of pull in Hollywood. They have, that stereotype about Jewish people having money is real. We know they have a lot of clout in Hollywood because yesterday he had said, well, I'm standing 10 toes deep in what I said. And I get up this morning and he done apologized to everybody but Trump. So somebody went and pulled his coattail. Now, it's okay to be woke. It's okay to be down for your people and all of that because y'all know how I am. I'm definitely down for my people. But you do, when you are in the position that Nick is in, you do have to be careful about what you say. You can say it, but it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. You can say what you want to say, but it's definitely going to be some consequences for what you said. And it is that. But we ain't like crying no crocodile tears over him losing that situation because Nick is a millionaire. And if anything, I hope that, he is um responsible with his money. I really hope that he is. So, he's worth what? $20 million? He got money, he'll survive. We ain't out here crying. So let's move on to Meg the Stallion. So uh Meg over the weekend, let me pull up the article because I did. And this is from USA Today. USA Today. Meg the Stallion says she was shot multiple times in traumatic night over the weekend. It says Megan the Stallion is opening up about what happened to her on Sunday, revealing that she is recovering after being shot multiple times. Meg the Stallion is setting the record straight about her harrowing experience over the weekend. The Savage singer, whose real name is Megan Pete, took to Instagram on Wednesday to comment after posts surfaced saying she was present during fellow rapper Tory Lanez arrest. According to news release from the Los Angeles Police Department, Lanez, whose real name is Daystar, Daystar, Daystar Patterson, was arrested in Hollywood, California, following a shots fired investigation at 4:30 in the morning on Sunday. He was charged with concealing a firearm in a vehicle and bonded out later that day. The release does not mention Pete, but notes that one person was transported to the hospital and received medical treatment for a foot injury. On Wednesday morning, TMZ posted a video of two figures with their hands behind their backs, surrounded by police. The outlet identified the figures as Pete and Lane, so that was Meg the Stallion and Tory, and said the video shows the arrest. US Today has reached out to the Los Angeles Police Department for more details. In her Instagram post, Meg the Stallion said she wanted to correct an inaccurate narrative about what happened that evening. In a previous story on Lane's arrest, TMZ had reported that Meg the Stallion was treated only for broken glass in her foot and did not mention gunfire. Meg the Stallion wrote that she was not arrested, but that she did suffer multiple gunshot wounds. And so this is what Meg the Stallion wrote on her Instagram. The narrative that is being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate. And I'd like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intention to physically harm me. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. Who shot Meg the Stallion? Who did it? Huh? Who? Because I'm a savage. Okay, no, I'm not. Who done shot Meg the Stallion? Huh? Meg out here getting shot in the foot and carrying all that. Girl, what's wrong with you? See, I'm going to tell you what's wrong. I'm going to tell you what's wrong right now. two things. These young people are not ready to handle this level of celebrity. They're not ready. That's the first thing. Okay? Because all these songs about her being a savage and this and that, these kids really not about that life. They not. Girl, you done got shot. Like somebody tried to shoot your whole feet off. Like somebody tried to shoot your feet off your body. And they had to be gunning for her feet because Meg the Stallion, she got that name for a reason. Meg the Stallion looked like she about 6 feet tall. She would tower over me. Now me and Tori, the little dude, he 5'3" and he weighed like a buck 05. In his booking thing, it said he was 5'3" and weighed like 124. I would knock him, I would knock his whole head off because I'm 5'3". And I got a good 100 pounds on him. Meg the Stallion could have knocked his head off. Something had to have happened between the two of them. And he knew he couldn't take her. Because she's a stallion. She a big girl. Not fat, but like I wouldn't run up on Meg the Stallion. And I got a good, I don't think I have 100 pounds on her. Because Meg big. She a big girl. She thickums. They probably got into it. And he was like, you know what? You not see what you not gonna do is call me short. She probably called him short. You can't call a short man short. If you call a short man short, you better be ready to fight. And a short man with a gun? Meg, you sweetheart. Meg, you can't call a short man short. You got to get away from these people. Like, what? You can't do it. And Meg lost her mother last year. Meg is going to mess around and be another Kanye. If somebody don't get her together, she going to mess around and do the Kanye. Girl, he tried to shoot your whole feet off. Okay? This was your warning. Like the spirits didn't, girl, they can't warn you no deeper than this. When you get shot, it's time for you to turn your life over to Christ. This is a come to Jesus moment. This boy tried to shoot your whole feet off. This is the time when you need to link up with your ancestors, girl. Your mama called you. Her mother passed away last year. I'm telling you, when you lose your mother, if you was close to your mother and you lose your mother, you start to lose your direction. When I lost my mother was my anchor to this world. That is your connection. You come here connected to your mother. You are connected to her, literally, physically connected to your mother by that umbilical cord. They have to cut that cord to separate you from your mother. When your mother leaves this earth, you lose your anchor. And you're just, if you're not able to center yourself back to earth, you're just swirling around in the world. That's where Kanye is. That's where Meg is. You everywhere. Why was a stallion with a ladybug to begin with? This little Tory dude, he this big. Why? Why were you with him at 4 o'clock in the morning? You a beautiful young lady. 4 o'clock in the morning, you should be at home getting you some rest. You should. My mama used to always tell me, ain't nothing open after 12 but bars and legs. Bring your ass home. I used to have to be in the house when I was grown by 12:30. And I was good and grown, like I'm talking 21, where I could, get in the bars and stuff. But my mother was like, come home. Ain't nothing open that late but bars and legs. 4 o'clock in the morning, you should be at home. Unless you're out with your husband. And 4 o'clock in the morning, my husband is not dragging me around town. 4 o'clock in the morning, we at home. We at home all the time. Ain't nothing out there in them streets for you. Now, Meg, you somebody done shot, almost tried to shoot your whole pinky toe off, girl. You out here getting shot and stuff. You in your 20s and you'd already been shot. Like your career is taking off and you out here getting shot. 4 o'clock in the morning, you getting shot. This is because these young people don't have nobody around them. They don't have no aunties. They don't have nobody in the music industry that is, older and respectable and can tell them, girl, go somewhere and sit your tail 4 o'clock in the morning. What is you doing? Go home and go to bed. You ought to be in the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway. What's wrong with these kids? 4 o'clock in the morning, you out here in the Hollywood Hills gallivanting around and it almost got your whole foot shot off. Four o'clock in the morning. You at the hospital because you didn't got your foot shot with some ladybug. I can even call him a larger insect. 5'3", 120 pounds for a man. That is small. I'm 5'3". I'm short. Now imagine if I weighed 120 pounds, I would be short and light in the ass. He had to use an equalizer to get her attention. That's the only way he was probably going to do that. Meg probably bucked up at him. She a stallion. Stallions buck. She's a stallion. She probably bucked up at him and he was like, you know what? I'm not even going to let you do that. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all see that meme where what's I can't think of that rapper's name, but he was telling a story and he was like, yeah, and then they broke up in the thing and it was like, bow, bow, bow. That's how he Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not laughing at the fact that I would not be laughing if she wasn't okay. Okay. She is okay. She has written a statement and said, that Soldier Boy, that's it. Soldier Boy. She has written a statement and said that she's okay. She had surgery. She is fine. So don't y'all come for me in the comments talking about, oh, you just don't care about nobody. You so mean. That's why you old. Shit. I'm old because I didn't live 55 years. Okay. And you better hope you get there. Meg, I'm going to need you to go home at 4 o'clock in the morning, though. I'm going to need you to be in your bed sleep. at 4 o'clock in the morning. See, because ain't nothing out there in the streets partying and doing all of this kind of stuff. You see where it got you, girl? Now that could have been something really serious. What if it had, he had been aiming for an upper body part? And I'm not saying he was aiming for her foot. He could have been trying to scare her and shoot around her feet. You know how dudes be doing stupid stuff, trying to scare you, shoot up in the air or shoot on the ground. And he could have was shooting at the ground and hit her foot. But it sounded like I thought she said in one interview she got hit 3 times. No, he was doing that on purpose. And if you had your butt in the house, that wouldn't have happened. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not victim blaming. Don't get that. But ladies, we do have to start taking care of ourselves. If she had been at home at 4 o'clock in the morning, that may not have happened. It's still the person that shot her fault. But get in your bed. 4 o'clock in the morning, you shouldn't be out with ladybugs and beetles and stuff. You can't trust these people. She may not have even known that he had a gun. And he just, you call me short. Bow, 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 bow. And now she's shot. They don't have, a lot of these young people don't have any direction. They don't have anyone that they can trust. The majority of people that are in their circle are people that are their age. You see, ain't Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't letting nothing happen to Beyonce. Beyonce couldn't even dance in front of men. Somebody released a statement that said, yeah, he got put out of a video shoot when Beyonce was doing one of her videos because she had on skimpy clothes, and Jay-Z called and was like, who was there? And the person told him, well, blah, blah, to tell him to leave. This video shoot is closed. Tell them to go back into their dressing room until it's time for them to dance. You ain't gonna be sitting here watching my wife. Beyonce ain't gonna be out at no 4 o'clock in the morning, walking down the street or riding around in some Escalade or whatever, and then bow, 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 bow. No. Someone needs to be taking care of these young people. You can't have the blind leading the blind, because your peers are doing the same thing that you're doing. They think it's cool to be out, to be at every party, to be seen. Because see, we would have been talking about a totally different situation if the bullet had hit her someplace else. What if one of them bullets had hit her in the knees? Now we know her Meg the Stallion got the best knees in the world. The way that girl be dancing, bending over and bending on them knees, and she need them knees. What if her kneecaps had caught one of them bullets? And then she couldn't do all her twerking and shaking and all of that stuff. Girl, you got to think about the position that you're in right now. You can't be out here getting shot and carrying on. You too pretty for all that. You are way too pretty. Not that ugly girls deserve to be shot. No one deserves to be shot, okay? But you got too much. You have a career. You have too much riding on hanging out with little people with pistols. You out here with a little dude with a pistol, I bet you if she had been with Michael B. Jordan, she wouldn't have got shot. I can't see uh Michael B. Jordan putting her in a position where she would have got shot. I bet you they'd have been at home. Or the little dude that played Black Panther, but I don't think Michael B. Jordan liked black girls though. I really don't. Now he might, but I don't think he do. Okay, we back. You gotta get you some new friends, Meg. Get you some security. You're not going places if you're not with your security. You see Beyonce. Well, see, Beyonce got real money. You know, Meg the Stallion don't have Beyonce money yet. Because Beyonce don't go nowhere without security and, you know, a team of people. I know that Meg the Stallion hasn't got to that point yet, but because you don't have security, then you need to take certain precautions. It don't make no sense for you to be out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to the party, get seen, take your pictures, and take your butt home. That's how you do that. Go to the party, walk around. You bad. We know you bad. We know you're gonna be looking good. You gonna be smelling good. Take your pictures, do your Instagramming and all that kind of stuff, and take your butt home. You were seen. You was there. Everybody saw you. You took pictures. You know you had a little drink. Do what you gonna do, and then go home. That's how you do that. You don't have to stay there till the club closed, till the people turn the lights off, put all the drinks up, and then you got to do your parking lot pimping. You ain't got to do all that, girl. Go home. Go home, Meg. Portia say, I think she know now. I hope so. So let's see. These hard to They knew I probably should have shuffled them yesterday. Okay, Meg the Stallion. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. So her spirit animal is the crab. So it says, the spirit of the crab, teach me to move with the natural flow of life and release patterns that hold me back. The crystal is a black tourmaline for protection, rhythm, and release. Protection is great. Obviously, girl, you need some protection. Obviously. The spirit gave you a very rude awakening. Those were warning shots. That was a warning. It was just a ugly warning, but it was a warning nonetheless. We all get warnings every now and then. And then something will happen and shake us to our core. And getting shot should shake you up. Okay? Getting shot should shake you. So, protection. So it says, teach me how to move with the natural flow of life and release patterns that hold me back. So, things that don't push me forward, positive things, things that don't help me grow spiritually and mentally and physically, should be released. And this includes people. People that don't mean you any good should be released. let them go. And sometimes we have to do that. And one thing about celebrities is they have a lot of people around them. They're yes men and women. And they're going to say yes to everything you do because they want to continue to be in your circle. And they feel like if they tell you no or they tell you you shouldn't do that, they're gonna get dismissed. Even though what they're telling you is for your best good or your best interest, they feel like if they tell you that, they'll be dismissed. So they will allow you to continue down a path that is not good for you to continue to be your friend. Those people you have to let go. Release things that hold you back. Because yes, men hold you back. They don't hold you accountable. So no one told Meg to go home. Maybe you should go home. Maybe you shouldn't be with him. Because her best friend was with her when this incident occurred. She was there too. She didn't say, hey, maybe we should call an Uber or, maybe we should call somebody to come get us. I'm not liking the way this is feeling. No one said, don't do this. Come on, maybe we shouldn't go with him or this is getting crazy or stop this car, let us out. Nothing until things escalated to the point where she got hurt. So for protection to be the first thing that came up, I would think that this situation is not over. This situation is not over. For protection to be the first thing that came up in the card. So if I was Meg, I will start to do some things differently. All of those people that I'm hanging around, I would get rid of them. She needs to find somebody that is going to, help guide her in a better way. Because it's bad enough to be in the industry, but to be a black woman, a beautiful black woman in the industry, it's 10 times harder than being these black male rappers. There's a very short shelf life for black female rappers because they're always looking for the next thing. Like I look at Cardi B. Cardi B is not even doing any music right now. Cardi B's Instagram is just her taking pictures with Fashion Nova. And I know that, Fashion Nova generates income for her. She gets paid for, these pictures. But I thought you was a rapper, not a model. There's a very short shelf life for female rappers. It's a short shelf life for rappers, period, because everybody wants to be a rapper. When I was in the 80s, I wanted to be a rapper. I used to be a poet. I wanted to rap. I was out here for a minute. Me. I have a son who has music. Used to stay in the studio. I think he has one of his songs is on YouTube. He rap it. Do you know how many rappers it is here in the Bay Area? I can throw a brick out my window right now, and I bet you it'll hit a rapper. So everybody out here trying, in their teens, we got little kids, 6 years old, trying to be rappers. And so it's too many of y'all out here rapping. So every 6 months, they gonna throw in another female rapper. Meg the Stallion She rapping now. In 6 months, it's gonna be somebody else. Last year it was Cardi B. This year it's Meg the Stallion. We all out here being savages, you know? So you got to learn how to make that money and stay on top if rapping is what you really want to do. And I'm out here rooting for everybody. I'm not, saying I want anybody to um not make it. I want all of these young people to make it, but I feel like they're not, they don't have anybody to help them because the label is not concerned about their safety. The label that they sign with is, they concerned about these artists making money for them. And she out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh well, I don't care. I'm in my bed asleep. The person that owns the label that Meg is signed to at 4 o'clock in the morning, I bet you they was at home with their wife or whatever, curled up sleep. They wasn't at no party. They wasn't hanging out in the Hollywood Hills, riding around. But Meg was. And look where it got her. Beyonce would never. Hey, Troy. Hey, Troy. So, Meg, I'm going to need you to get yourself together, girl. You got to do something else. You can't be out here 4 o'clock in the morning getting into these crazy situations. What's his name? Tony, Ladybug, Tony, I think. Tory. Oh, so Tory is the spirit of the grasshopper. Teach me to trust my intuition so that I'm always moving forward towards my goals. And that's interesting. Teach me to trust my intuition, which is teach me to trust the spirit on the inside of me. Not to just be out here wilding out and living crazy, because we all have intuition. We all have that little small voice that tells us, nah, bro, you better not do that. I know something in Tory's mind told him, don't be shooting. This is Meg the Stallion. If you don't put that gun back. But he was like, you know what? I'm going to do this anyway. I'm just going to be out here wilding out because I can. You know how them little men always do seriously have Napoleon complexes. Little men have it bad. They do. Short men have it bad. They have it bad. And so they're going to do what they have to do. Wear platform shoes, carry a knife, gun, whatever they have to do to make themselves seem bigger. Talk loud, be all aggressive when I can punch you square in your chest because me and you the same height. Don't try me. So obviously he is not, or he definitely was not listening to his intuition that night, because I am 100,000% sure his intuition told him not to pull that gun. If you take that gun, you fire that weapon, you're going to jail. That little small voice, that tells me every time I go in the kitchen, now don't complain when you get on the scale. And I just keep walking. That voice. See, the voice don't have to never tell me not to shoot a gun because I don't have a gun and I'm not going to be out at 4 o'clock in the morning. So me and my still voice be asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. But every time I go in that kitchen, you're like, where you going? Shut up. That voice. I know he got one. And he did not listen to that voice when he pulled that gun and fired it. So his spirit animal is a grasshopper. And you know, grasshoppers is little. Don't ain't that fitting? Grasshoppers only about that big. A little man in his spirit animal is a grasshopper. That is so janky. I like big. No, I don't. No, my spirit animal is a sloth. It's not really big. Sloths are not really big. They're kind of like, you know, bigger than a cat, but kind of like smaller than a dog. Like, probably like a medium sized dog. So his crystal is a hessonite garnet, and it is for abundance, intuition, and luck. And that is exactly what he is missing. He is missing that intuition. Because had his intuition been working, there's no way in the world he would have pulled a gun, fired a gun, all that kind of stuff. It's not, you have a disconnect there, shorty. I mean, he has a disconnect. So until he gets that together, the abundance and luck, that part ain't gonna fall in. And I really don't think he's going to have any luck around this situation because he is not even a citizen. He is from Canada. So this situation could end up getting him deported. He's a Canadian citizen. You can't be over here committing crimes and stuff and you don't even belong to us? What's wrong with you? Short stuff? Oh, this is what the garnet looks like. And they are kind of like red in color, kind of a reddish, orangish kind of color. I think I have one, but I don't feel like getting up looking for it. So it is very interesting that a 5'3" man would have a grasshopper as his as his spirit animal. But you know what? It is what it is. He better go ahead and talk to them grasshoppers. And you know, grasshoppers, you can go to a store, they sell them legally. This will be one of the spirit animals that you can have a live grasshopper. You know, you can go to the pet store and get you a grasshopper because you can get like 500 of them for $1. Not 500. They only like 10, 15 cents. Because what did we have? Frogs, I think. We had something. Frogs and lizards. We had something that ate grasshoppers. And we used to have to go to the pet store and, you know, they would give you a container. The dude would go back there and scoop them up and, you know, put a lid on it and get your little grasshoppers and you bring them home and feed them to your whatever it was. I can't remember if it was, because we've had so many animals. I think it was either a lizard or a frog. It was something. I think it was a lizard. I think it was when my son had a bearded dragon. I think that's what it was. But anyway, you can get grasshoppers and you can keep them alive. You know, you get you a couple of grasshoppers and you keep them and you make sure that you take care of them and you feed them and you keep them close to you. You don't get them to kill them, but you would get these to keep them. If I could have a sloth, I would, but they're not legal for people to have. I think they're really, I think they're really cute. Like I have so many sloths, stuffed sloths now that I collect them. But if I could have a real one, and I knew that they weren't violent, and I don't think that they are. They move too slow to be violent. I would keep one because I've had all types of um, animals. I am an animal person. A grasshopper would be easy to keep. They are just slightly noisy because they do make that little noise. Did that noise bother you? They do make a noise, and I think the noise is them rubbing their legs together or something. I don't know, y'all. Um, but yeah, we did used to get them. So it would be nice for him to, get him a couple of little grasshoppers and set up like a little grasshopper village or something and keep them and, get up in the morning and talk to, have a little conversation with the grasshoppers and thank them for bringing peace um, to his space because he's gonna have to work out what is going on with him internally. Because anytime a man pull a gun on a woman, something is going on there. Something, and you pull the gun on Meg the Stallion. That's like somebody pulling a gun on Michelle Obama. You know what I mean? Not really the same thing, but I'm saying this woman is well known. She has a lot of fans. Like, why would you pull a gun on Meg the Stallion? So I don't know. You need to get yourself together, young man. And Meg, I'm not gonna leave you out, sweetheart. You need to get yourself together too. You're gonna have to. You can go out and get you a little crab too. They have little crabs that you can get at the pet store. You can get a crab as a pet, little hermit crab. If you don't want the ones that, um, you have to have a whole tank and put them in water and stuff. You can get the little hermit crabs and keep him in a cute little aquarium. I was going to say terrarium, but I think that's for plants. Aquarium. And, thank him for bringing peace and harmony to you. If your spirit animal is something that you can keep, and you only if you enjoy taking care of animals, because animals do require a certain amount of attention. Now some people have those thoughts that all animals should be free and you shouldn't keep anybody in captivity. That's why I say if you're going to treat them appropriately, you're going to be careful with the animal, you're going to feed it, you're going to clean the tank, all of those things. If you can do all of those things and do them appropriately, I think it's fine to keep animals. I've had all types of animals with my kids: birds, mice, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs, all kind of stuff. We didn't have it all. We had rats, everything, frogs, lizards. We had an eel, fish, birds, all that. Dogs, cats, everything. Okay, we had everything that you can put in an apartment. Every animal that you can put in an apartment, we've had it. So, but I have always been very attentive to my animals. To like Gizmo is extremely spoiled. He got clothes. He got a vet. He go for all his shots. Beds, pillows, all that. He go outside. All that kind of stuff. Very attentive. If you're going to do that, it is fine for you to keep your spirit animal close to you. If it comes up that your spirit animal is some type of fish, get you a small little aquarium. Fish bring peace to your house. I loved having betas and goldfish. My goldfish just never really lived long, but I enjoy having fish. Um, I'm from the Bay Area. I was born and raised here in California. And you all know that California is surrounded by water. There's water everywhere. The house that we live in now, I can go in my backyard, and my backyard overlooks the bay. I love water. I love fish. I love the sound of water. I love everything about the beach, the ocean. But I can't swim. Okay, never learned how to swim. Fun fact about me: I grew up here in the Bay Area, never learned how to swim because, for one thing, I've always had really, really bad ear infections. And when I was a little kid, um, they were extremely bad. At one point, they were talking about doing surgery on my ears to put the tubes in my ears. But my mom, at that time, like those surgeries were new. And once the doctor said that to my mom was like, "Well, you ain't gonna be experimenting on my baby. We just gonna deal with these ear infections." And so, one thing about ear infections is they, want to make sure you don't get any water in your ears. And I still have to be extremely careful, like when I wash my hair, that I don't get any water in my ears because it can get infected and, flare up. So I never learned how to swim. Never. I still don't know how to swim. I'm 55 years old and can't swim. The water has never attracted me to the point where I even really wanted to swim. Like I've always had a um, fear of going in big bodies of water. And they do say that a lot of Oshun's children, we love water, but we don't want to be on the water. We want to be on the shore, admiring the beauty of the water. And I think that is one reason why I probably will never leave California. And if I do, it's going to have to be somewhere that has beaches and lakes and, I can be close to the bay or, whatever. It have to be someplace like that, maybe Florida or something. I know they got a lot of water in Florida. It would have to be someplace like that. I can't go nowhere where it's too dry. I have to be close to water. So, fish, beautiful. If, you know, you just want to have like a little small tank and just watching, your fish swim, they say watching fish swim can bring down your blood pressure. They say that's why a lot of doctors' offices have fish tanks because it actually calms down the patient before they come in the back and see the doctor. The doctor that I used to work for, because I used to be a medical assistant, the doctor that I used to work for, he had a nice size fish tank in the waiting room. So if you can get your spirit animal, it would be a good idea to have them around you. If you can't get it live, then get pictures of your spirit animal or a stuffed animal to represent your spirit animal. And so this would not be a stuffed animal that your baby is gonna be chewing on and playing with and people kicking it around the house. This would be your stuffed animal that you would place on maybe your altar for your, working spirits, not your ancestor altar. This would be, where you do your work and stuff. You could have that um, representation of your spirit animal there. So Portia said hers is a flamingo. So, sweetheart, you can't have no flamingo because you definitely can't bring them in the house. You got to go somewhere where you can see a real flamingo. If you have a spirit animal that is in the zoo, like if you're a lion, if a lion or a tiger or a bear or something like that is your spirit animal, don't try to go to Africa and, go out to the wild. You can go to the zoo and spend a little bit more time, maybe at the lion area, even though some people say that a lot of the zoo animals are sad or, whatever. The zoo that we used to go to, which was here in Oakland, the animals looked like they were overfed. Like the majority of them were fat. And maybe it was because they, were eating what they were supposed to be eating, but they weren't getting a lot of exercise, as much exercise as they would get if they were in, of course, the natural habitat, because, they don't have to chase their food down. The food is going to be given to them. So they would be chubby, little fat lions just laying around, not doing anything. But if you can go somewhere and see a real, whatever your spirit animal is, if you can go somewhere and see the real one and get that real essence and energy from your spirit animal, it would be really good. Now, if you can't, you can always get a picture or, however you choose to um, do that is fine. I love sloths. So I do have um, a lot of them around me. I do still have some of them packed up in storage, but the one that my husband just bought me for Mother's Day, I think. I think it was Mother's Day. I think he got me one for Mother's Day. Is here with me. So, okay, well, let's do one for Nick Cannon. Let's do one for Nick. And then, if anybody else wants one, Truth Teller said, I can swim and I love water too. I have birds in my house and I have turtles. I've had turtles too. We had birds until I realized that I was allergic to their feather dander. I had cockatiels. And then I realized I was allergic to their dander. Because birds, when you keep them in captivity, all of that, every time they shake their feathers, like the little dander would come off of them. And, they clean their feathers, and sometimes their feathers come off, and the little dust comes off of their feathers and stuff, and they're flapping and all that kind of stuff. And I was allergic to them birds. So this is for Nick Cannon. So he got the swan. The spirit of the swan teaches me to trust the universal flow and accept that change brings positive transformation to my life. This is absolutely great because he is in a period of his life where he is going through a major change right now. And a lot of people do think that what happened to him um, is going to affect him in a negative way. And sometimes the universe will force us to change, force us to do things differently. So he got out of this, situation with Viacom. They fired him. But something later on may happen that was actually better than Viacom. So you can't look at just because you are fired from a job, it doesn't mean that you'll never get another job or you'll never get a better opportunity. So it says, the spirit of the swan teaches me to trust the universal flow and accept that change brings positive transformation. Trust the flow of the universe. Things don't always stay the same. You don't want things to constantly stay the same in your life. You want your life to be changing. And you want to look at those changes in a positive way. Every time something happens to you, it's not for the negative. And I have noticed that a lot of young people have such a negative view of everything. You know, it's a conspiracy behind everybody's death. The Illuminati is everywhere. I mean, everyone that dies is a conspiracy. Like, you can't even die of natural causes in 2020 without some young person on the internet saying, no, somebody did that. We need to look into that. Oh, this ain't right. Something happened. I mean, they don't want to accept the fact that Naya's death was an accident, even after the coroner said cause of death, accidental drowning. No, somebody did that. I bet you it was somebody on another boat. Somebody from another boat held her down and they did that, and then they put the thing on her son. How did her son get back in there? Blah, blah, blah. Come on. Sometimes people die. Sometimes things happen. And we have to accept things that happen and move on. We can't, what if everything that happens? Well, what if somebody what if this person was, no, I think she did. No, she's gone. Let's mourn her death and move on. Life is constantly moving and changing. And we have to be able to accept those ebbs and flows that happen in our life. Sometimes the universe will move us out of situations that we are not supposed to be in the first place. And sometimes that moving is uncomfortable. Getting fired is not fun, but it happens. And we just have to deal with it. Moth Mama said, that's the truth. I'm so sick of girl, I have to turn that. I can't listen to that. That's why I don't allow people to do that on my channel. Get off here with these conspiracies. I hate that. That mess drives me crazy. I don't care about the Illuminati. So his crystal is the aquamarine. And it says feminine energies, transformation, and rhythm. Transformation is a good word because right now he is in a transformation period. Sometimes the universe will knock you down to build you back up. And it's interesting that feminine energy comes up for him. I really believe that Nick Cannon has not figured out yet really how to deal with feminine energy. He hasn't figured it out. He's trying, but he hasn't figured out how to really deal with feminine energy yet. He loves it, but I think he thinks he can conquer women. You can't conquer feminine energy. We too strong to conquer. You just got to come in and love us. You can't come in thinking, I'm the man. You gonna do what I say do. I'm running this. That's gonna always be the death of the relationship with him. If he comes in on that power trip with women, he will never be in a successful relationship. Never. Because women don't like that. We'll think it's cute for a minute, but after a while, that mess is going to definitely get on our nerves. Okay? Well, I already know you're the man. If we're in a relationship, yeah, you're the head of the household. But I don't need you to constantly be telling me that you're the head of the household. Because you're going to mess around and be in this house by yourself. We are equal partners in a marriage, in a relationship. By law, you are the head of the household. Okay? Now that's different. And I think that he has that, that rah rah black power. The man is this, and the man, and all that kind of stuff. And that stuff gets him in trouble. Trying to figure out how, if a man is looking to conquer the feminine energy, he is always going to be in a world of trouble. This is some energy you can't conquer. You'll be chasing how to conquer the feminine energy for the rest of your life. We will drive you crazy, especially if you out here getting in entanglements with women who are deeply spiritual, and we are grounded and connected and rooted to our ancestors and believe in an Orisha. We will tangle you up and tie you up in a knot. Boy, don't you be out here messing with these women like Jada. Had you in a damn entanglement and you won't be able to get out. Y'all know I had to say that, right? Jada's getting a bad rap. She is. I feel for her. I really do. Because I don't like the way the narrative is being spun about Jada. But I don't want to talk about that today. We'll talk about that another time. But Nick Cannon, sweetheart, stop trying to conquer women and just be somebody's helpmate like you was designed to be. We supposed to help each other. And I think he still has some, I think he has some weird fetish when it comes to white women. I think he wants to be with black women, but he has that weird white woman fetish. And I'm about to say something to make everybody mad right now. But Martin Luther King, it is said that Martin Luther King had that same weird fetish when it came to white women. It's been said. Even in the movie Selma, they put a little snippet in there about him cheating on Claretta, and she knew. So he also had a fetish about white women. And that is a thing for black men. You want what your ancestors couldn't have. And we've never, as black women, we don't have that. Because the white slave masters was coming to us. We didn't have to desire them because they would come to us. We didn't want them. We didn't want them. We wanted the brothers. But they came to us. So we had no desire for white men because of what was really going on. But because black men couldn't have white women. Since I found out I'm allergic to peanuts, since I'm allergic to nuts, I've been wanting cashews, peanut butter, all kind of stuff. I can't have it. I want a Snickers so bad. I go to the store. It's 1,000 other candy bars that I can have that doesn't have peanuts. But what do I want? A Snicker. A Baby Ruth. You're allergic to peanuts. You can't have that. But I want it. Now, I don't do it because I know what will happen. But see, that's black men. You want it. And it's a fetish. Once you get it, you're like, oh, all right. No, okay. That was it. Yeah. She ain't no different downstairs than what I am. You know, they're all basically the same. It may be a little, you know, physically, biologically, they're all the same. They all basically work the same. Some may be dark, some may be light, some may have hair, some may be bald, some may be fat, some may be tiny, but they're all basically the same. And then you get with her and you realize I just had a sister. Because no one's going to understand y'all black men like we do. We understand you. Because we brought you here. Hey, KK. So I hope that um, he said that he is not going to be doing his podcast. He's not going to be doing his radio show right now. He's going to take some time off to um, get himself together spiritually, do some more studying, do some more reading, get more of a understanding about you know, the Jewish community. Like, I don't want to go into that because I have no idea who is the real Jews, who is the real Hebrews, if we the Israelites and all of that kind of stuff. Because, child, my first husband was a Hebrew Israelite, and I think I have done my I didn't put in enough work with that. I don't ever want to be with another man that is conscious and woke and Hebrew and an Israelite and the Black Power. Like, that wore my whole entire soul out, dealing with him and his consciousness and his black powerness and all of that kind of stuff. Honey, I'm black powered out. Do you hear me? So if I never talk to another conscious man in my life, I have done my civic duty. And I still don't understand all of this Hebrew Israelite, the black Israels, the Israelites, the white Jew. I don't understand it and I don't want to. Okay. But I hope that Nick Cannon figures all that out, finds out who he is, and doesn't have anger. Um, it's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to hurt other people with your anger. Now, when all that George Floyd stuff was going on, we were angry. Black people were angry, and we had a right to be angry. But we had to process that anger and keep moving forward. Everything I said in them videos while that George Floyd stuff was going on is how I really felt. Like, I really was mad. I was upset. I was angry. Every time this happens, I get upset and angry, and we go through it. But you have to go through it and move on, get into a better space. Of course, that's in the back of your mind because you do have a feeling this stuff's going to happen again. But you want to be happy until it happens again, and then I'm back on your ass. Okay? But see, that's what we have to do. We have to go through these ebbs and flows of life. It's gonna be times when we're gonna be mad. We're gonna be mad at the world. I hate all y'all. You get on my damn nerves. And then you can calm down and be like, okay, well, I don't hate everybody. I hate the person that did this. And then you just keep going. Hopefully you didn't hurt nobody in the process. But sometimes it is friendly fire. And somebody may get hurt. If they get hurt, they get hurt. Because I'm not gonna go back and be like, oh well, I shouldn't have said that. Nah, if I said it, I probably meant it. Then back there, we constantly moving. I ain't on that no more. We on something else now. You see how things change every week. Last week we was talking about Jada. This week we talking about Meg the Stallion. We keep going. We ain't gonna talk about Jada for 6 months. Entanglement was only a funny word for a couple of days. Okay, I don't want to keep hearing entanglement for the next 6 months because someone else is going to do something and we gonna jump on them. Just let me talk about Cardi B for a minute, okay? So, Lil Culture birthday was the other day. She turned 2. And her father, Offset, bought her a Birkin purse, a Birkin bag. And I think those Birkins start at like $30,000, 40,000. Let me look it up. And of course, he had to post it. Okay, so they start from 12,000, and one of the most expensive is 200,000. So I'm not really sure how much the one that he bought her cost, because it was a little one. It was a cute little um Birkin, a cute little pink one. And the funny thing was, she's 2, so he got her the box and he was like, oh, come here, baby. I got you something for your birthday. And, she was looking all excited because I bet you she thought it was one of them LOL dolls in there. She was looking all excited. He opening the box and she's standing there looking. And he pulls this purse out. And she had this look like, here you go. She just stuck her little arm out and he put the purse on her and she was just like, don't no 2-year-old want no Birkin bag. That's not what she wanted. She probably wanted another LOL doll or some slime or a puppy. They still play with slime? I don't know, child. A puppy or a kitten. A Birkin bag? Lover Jones said a mini Kelly starts around 8,000. So Cardi B was upset because I guess she was trending. And Cardi B got on Instagram and was like, if I had my baby, and imagine if I had like those super long fingernails. I cut my nails because I'm about to put my little press on nails on for the party. If I had my baby, click, 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 click. If I had my baby out here looking like a bum, then y'all be mad at me. If I look good, then my baby gonna be out here looking good. My baby ain't gonna be walking around here looking like no bub. Okay, girl. If you want to spend $8,000 on your baby so your baby can carry a purse that she can't even pronounce, go right on ahead. That's your baby. You right. Do whatever you want to do. But it makes absolutely no sense. And I know that they have money, but Cardi, you're not touring. You're not making any songs because you're a rapper, right? You're not doing that. And when you spending money, you don't realize how much money you spending until you really sit down and look and be like, damn, I spent $400. That's what us normal people. I know they rich. I know $8,000. They can throw $8,000 on the floor. I know that, but you still have to be smart with your money. And I understand a lot of these celebrities, they grew up poor. They didn't grow up in the best um, situation. So, of course, they want to do more for their children than their parents were able to do for them. But investing $8,000 into an account that's going to make money, or purchasing your daughter some prime real estate that is going to make money, is way more sensible than buying your daughter a $8,000 purse that she don't even want. She ain't gonna pick that purse up. Where is she gonna take a Birkin? Where is she gonna go that she's going to take a Birkin? To on a play date with Kylie Jenner's daughter? They what? Look what I got for my birthday. My daddy bought me a Birkin. Oh, yeah, I have one too. Did you want it? No, me either, girl. Come on, let's go play with boogers. 2 years old. Two, toddlers don't value anything. They don't know money. For one thing, they have no clue. They don't know how you get money. They don't know the value of money. 2 years old, they don't know anything. She barely has just learned her name recently. So she has no idea how much that purse costs, what it is, what she carrying. She will drop that purse on the ground and kick it because she don't know it costs $8,000 and don't care. She will throw that purse in the trash, throw it in the toilet, think it's funny, throw the purse in the shower. She ain't gonna know. She has no idea the value of that purse. Toddlers don't care about things because they don't know what things are worth. They don't know the value of anything. So why would they care? If I break it, you'll buy me another one. Oh, my mama got one. Oh, okay, well, yeah, we both got one. If I break mine, I'll take yours. I'm not knocking Cardi. She can do whatever she want to do. It's her baby. It's her baby. It's her money. But I'm telling you that that money is not going to last forever. You're not always going to be on top. And you should be saving because they bought a what, $14 million house? $7 million? I don't know, y'all. Some kind of $1 million in Atlanta. Ain't cheap. When you're a celebrity, you gotta live above your means. You wanna look good. You wanna look better than just regular people. And you got the owner of Facebook He lives in a moderate home in a community here in the Bay Area in like Palo Alto. I'm pretty sure it's a gated um, community, but it's not like, he living in a $15 million mansion. So, you can, it's okay to show off. It is. It's okay to, buy you a nice car, but you don't have to have 50 nice cars, though. That's ridiculous. You'll never drive all those cars. You'll never use 50 Birkins. And I know that Offset has bought Cardi B. Every time Cardi B sneeze, he go buy her a Birkin. So she has a lot. I'm like, you can't buy nothing else. Like, you don't know how to buy anything else. He owns an island in Hawaii. Who? Who? The owner of Facebook? Girl. And she will too, given that chance. She will take that $8,000 purse to the sandbox and fill it up with sand because she don't know what that's worth. They will have to put that purse up for her because if they don't, she'll have crayons, a sandwich, all kind of stuff because she don't know. She'll fill that purse up with dolls and any kind of stuff. You don't give, stuff like that to small children. And I'm always seeing her on Instagram with, all of these diamonds and bracelets and anklets and necklaces and, all of this expensive jewelry on this baby. And I'm pretty sure that, they put all that stuff on her just to take pictures. And when she's not taking pictures, they take all that stuff off of her. But some of the pictures that I've seen, the poor baby be looking like, God, dog, take this stuff off of me. I don't want to do it. She be having this look on her face like, okay, I done had enough of this mess. That's just like when I be trying to get Gizmo to take pictures. Like I literally have to like move his, move his little face to make him, and he be looking at me like, you know what? Leave me alone. And you know how little kids are. Little kids don't want to do anything that you want them to do. If you want them to take a picture, they want to go poop. You want them to poop, they want to go in the kitchen and make a sandwich. They never want to do what you want them to do. So, I don't know. I mean, I wish nothing but the best for um I wish nothing but the best for Cardi. I want her to make some music though. That's what I need you to do. Okay? Make some music, make you some money. I mean, you know that you can't tour right now because of COVID. And I know that COVID is messing up a lot of people's money. I'm trying to do 50, 11 things at the same time. Okay, did anybody else want me to pull a card for them? My regular subscribers and members are free. Everybody else, I ask that you at least give a donation. So, um, let me know now because I'm getting ready to go. So, my uncle sent me a picture of my mom when she was in high school, her graduation picture. And I had never seen this picture before. Never. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. I don't know why I forgot that my mother graduated from high school in 1964. And this is how people looked in 1964. I'm pretty sure my kids probably look at my graduation pictures the same way and think, God damn, they looked old back then. But look at these pictures. Like, the guys have on bow tie, like the hairstyles. It's the hairstyles for me. This is my mom right here. It's the hairstyles. Look at them hairstyles, y'all. My uncle sent me that picture. I was like, oh my God. Like, um I never saw that picture before. My mom out here looking like that big old. I'm pretty sure that's a wig. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I don't think my mom's hair was I don't think she straightened her hair. So I'm pretty sure that was a wig. Cause my mom had an afro forever. But oh my God. And just to think that when she took this picture, I was in her belly. My mother graduated from high school in 1964, June of 1964, and I was born in August. So I always say that I graduated from the same high school twice. Um, the first time with my mother, and the second time by myself. Yeah, that's cute. Very interesting. No, that's my real mother. That's not Lucille. Lucille adopted me. That's my real mother. That's my biological mother who, you know, had some issues. Lucille Lucille adopted me. Lucille is who raised me. But that's my mother that brought me into this world. I don't talk about her that often. Um, because our relationship is was kind of strained. But yeah. Lucille did not graduate from high school. Um, Lucille Lucille was born in 1917, and she was only able to go to school to the 6th grade. And back then, the 6th grade was graduation for them. Um, Back where she lived in Louisiana, if you made it to the 6th grade, you basically graduated. They went to school in a church. So she did go to school up until the 6th grade. And after that, she started helping her father on the farm. Um, they picked cotton and tobacco. Their farm had cotton, tobacco, watermelon, and other vegetables. So she was helping out on the farm. And when she got older, she did go back to school, but she never received a high school diploma. And I don't even think she got a GED. I don't know what they was doing, but she did go back to school because she was a CNA. So, and I think she went through some type of program to become CNA. I don't know how. Without a high school diploma, I guess they weren't tripping off of high school diplomas back then. I'm online.
Hello?
I'm online. I can't see you.
Hey, man.
I'm online. I mean, I'm on live, so don't say anything crazy.
Well,
Hold on. Wait a minute. What you say? Oh, is it important? Okay, go ahead, because they can't hear you. I said, go ahead. They can't hear you. No, they can't. I got my headphones in. Over where? Oh, no. Let me call you back. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. Are you a Leo? Yes. My birthday is August 17th. August the 17th. Thank you, Glowing Journey, Vernita White. Oh, come on. Everybody trying to call. What is going on? Hold on. Whoever that was that just paid, hold on a minute, please. Let me tell her I'm on live. Oh my God. Why is the sound on anyway? Okay, who was that? Let me see. Stephanie. Stephanie? Who is Stephanie? I don't see a Stephanie in the I don't see a Stephanie in the thing. Who is Stephanie? Stephanie, raise your hand so I can see who you are. Because I don't see anybody's name that says Stephanie. Oh, April Love is Stephanie. Oh, okay. Okay. Then this is for you. You ready to get out? Your bed is not made though. Hold on, dude. I'm gonna let y'all in a minute, okay? I'll be glad when these cards. Okay, Stephanie. So you got the lizard. So it says, Spirit of the lizard, show me in my dreams the fears that are holding me back from manifesting my desires. So it looks like something is going on with you. And the spirit of the lizard is going to help you by showing up in your dreams. Anytime when you get a card that says something about manifesting in your dreams. It's telling you that you need to relax before you go to bed. You may need to take a spiritual bath. You may need to burn a nice white candle, some cleansing incense. You may need to do a thorough cleansing of your bedroom. Some people say turn your TV off. Some people even say take your TV out of the area where you sleep. And if you're not able to do that, like me, I sleep with my TV. I have learned to turn the TV off before I go to sleep, but I do have a TV in my bedroom. But I do turn the TV off before I go to sleep. Usually about 30 minutes before I go to sleep, I try to turn off the TV, the phone, tablet, all of that stuff to give your eyes a chance to rest. So you may need to do that if your bedroom is cluttered or anything. You may need to get rid of that clutter. You can put some crystals near your bedside to help cleanse the energy near you. Some people sleep with the crystals under their pillow. I have done that before, and then I'm one of those people that forget that the crystals are in there and end up throwing the crystals in the washing machine. Child, that didn't happen before. So if you ain't gonna be like me and forget the crystals is in the pillowcase, you can sleep with the crystals in your um, pillowcase. You can sleep with them on your headboard. You can put them up here if you ain't a rough sleeper or whatever. But you need to work on getting centered so that you can see these messages in your dreams. So look out for a lizard. You may live in an area where lizards come out. I don't. There are lizards in certain parts of California, but I've never, just like been in my backyard and seen a lizard. You may live in an area where, a lizard has already come to you. So just be cognizant now that this is your spirit animal. And when you see it, know that that is a message for you. Okay. So it says to show me in dreams the fears that are holding me back from manifesting my desires. So I don't know, what those fears are. I don't know if, you are scared of the religion. I don't know what your fears are. But whatever they are, you want to have to start working on them so that you can start manifesting things. A lot of people want to start businesses, but our fear will keep us from starting a business. We're constantly thinking that no one is going to buy my product, no one is going to, you know, want to hear what I have to say or want to buy what I'm selling. Our fears will keep us from doing that. I mean, even when I first started this YouTube channel, I had a fear that no one would come here. Okay, people come here every day. It's not, thousands of people, but it's people that like what I'm saying. And I would rather have 5 people that really like me than 1,000 people that come here and talk shit about me every day. So don't allow your fears to keep you from moving forward or accomplishing um, things that you want to accomplish. So it says that your crystal is premonite. And it is for manifestation, imagination, and dream time, because you are trying to focus in on those dreams. We receive messages in our dreams, but you have to be able to remember those dreams, write them down, interpret them correctly, pay attention to them. So, this will be a crystal to help you, be able to remember your dreams and focus on your dreams and have more dreams come to you. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, I don't dream. No, you dream. You just don't remember your dreams. We all dream. We all get pictures, flashes, long sequences of dreams, short sequences of dreams. Some dreams we remember, some dreams we wake up and only remember bits and pieces, but we always dream. Your mind is never not working. When your mind stops working, you're dead. When your brain stops functioning, you're brain dead. You're gone. So you're always dreaming. You do dream. You just don't remember them. You're dreaming every night. You go to sleep. You're dreaming. You just don't remember your dreams. So you assume that you didn't have any, but you had them. You just don't remember them. And you can be one of those people that falls so deep into sleep that you don't remember your dreams. Some people sleep, do a lot of surface sleeping. And the interesting thing is, since I got my Fitbit, your Fitbit lets you know where you are during your sleep period, where you are in your REM sleep, your light sleep, your deep sleep. It, records all of that. And you could be one of those people that fall into a very deep sleep. Most people who sleep really deep, really hard, really heavy don't remember their dreams. I'm a very light sleeper. The slightest thing will wake me up. The majority of dreams I have, I remember them. Or I do remember like key parts of the dream, or really, especially if it's like a really weird dream, I will remember. It's very rare that I have like really bad dreams. Like I had a bad dream when that young lady came up missing. Like I was having bad dreams during the George Floyd situation because I was restless and just having some, really weird type dreams. But I normally don't have bad dreams. I don't have dreams where I'm being chased or, hurt or anything like that, or falling off a cliff or anything like that. Like I don't have those type of dreams. I have weird dreams. Like I remember the first time I took an Ambien, I dreamed I was flying, like just flying all over the house. Like it was the weirdest dream I've ever had in my life. And when I woke up, I still felt like I was floating. That Ambien, that first one, the next night it wasn't as bad. The dreams weren't as crazy. And then eventually my body got used to it. Like my body got used to Ambien to the point where it didn't even make me sleepy anymore. I have a hard time falling asleep. I have to take a sleep aid or I won't go to sleep. And it just got to the point where Ambien didn't even work for me. But the first couple of days, Ambien was crazy. So we all dream. Your brain is constantly working. Your brain don't go to sleep. You go to sleep, but your brain don't, because your brain is telling your body, your heart to keep beating, your lungs to keep opening and closing, or whatever, expanding and contracting, whatever your lungs do. Your brain is telling your bodily functions to keep working while you're asleep. Don't let her pee in his bed. Your brain is telling your bladder, don't release until she gets up. Your brain is telling your legs to be still so that you don't have restless leg syndrome. Your brain is telling your heart, keep pumping. I don't want her to go nowhere. Keep your blood is flowing, everything. Things kind of slow down while you're asleep, but it's still functioning. So you're dreaming. We all dream. That notion that, you know, you don't dream is wrong. Can I spell the crystal or can you see it? Prehnite. If you follow me on Instagram, do you follow me on Instagram? Because I don't remember. Do you follow me on Instagram? Because if you do, I'll send you a picture. Or if you email me, let me take a picture now because I'm about to put it back in the deck. But if you follow me on Instagram, I'll send it to you. Okay. Oh, wait, make sure. Because I've been having problems with my camera be taking these blurry pictures. No, it's not blurry. Okay, we good. We good. We good. We good. Portia Simmons. Okay. Are you no Portia? Wait a minute. The members don't come up on here though. Okay, the cards are on a donation basis if you're not a member. The only person that people that get them free are people that are members. And the members are always scary. They always want their cards. Um they always they always want their cards in private. Oh, you don't follow me on Instagram? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll send it to you, but you don't follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube. Same name. How long we been on? We've been on here 2 hours. I'm finna go. Um, I usually try to keep it at 2 hours because for some reason, um, this StreamYard takes a long time. I thought it was a subby. Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's different than being a subscriber and a member. I have people who are paid members to the channel. They have joined the channel and they pay a subscription. So um, everything that goes on here is free for them, and that is different for other people. Because I do get a lot of people that just come in and they see card reading and they just want to, jump on a bandwagon. And I never see those people again. So you're not going to come over here and use me and take from my talent just because you saw card reading and you want a card reading. So they are on a donation basis. Okay. So I'm going to go and take Gizmo out. What is today? Is today Thursday? So I'm gonna go to the dentist. No, today's Wednesday. Okay, I'll go to the dentist Friday. So, what's today? Thursday? No, today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Huh? I think so. I gotta go. Do I do private readings? Yes. Um, yeah, I do private readings, but you have to email me to set up a time. I'm gonna put my email in the. Okay. That's my email. If you want to set up a time for a private reading. Today is Thursday, is it? Okay, so that's that. Um, I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. Then the 17th tomorrow. Oh yeah, today is the 16th. So tomorrow I go to the dentist. So I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. Depends on how I feel because I have an early morning um, dental appointment. So we shall see. If y'all don't see me tomorrow, it's because I went to the dentist and I was tired. So that's it. I will see you guys. I don't know when. It probably won't be Saturday because Saturday is the graduation party. So it will probably be Sunday if it's not tomorrow. I might try to come in tomorrow evening and just let everybody know that I'm okay. But I mean, it ain't gonna be no big deal. She only doing one tooth, I think. There's gonna be a big deal when I have to get this. I do have one tooth that has to be extracted, so that'll be a big deal because I really don't want to go through that, but I have to. So we're gonna deal with this. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you being here. Um, the people that did get a reading, I hope you enjoyed it. And say a prayer for Meg the Stallion and Nick Cannon and Tory Lanes or whatever that child name is, because he gonna need it, because he's probably gonna be deported. You can't be over here in America and you from Canada and you over here acting a fool. You can't do that. So say a prayer for all these folks. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.